Hi class! So in this video I would like to show you all how to navigate the databases at CNM. So in your CNM Learn, I actually have for you class, this is a quick video to show you how you can access the library's databases at CNM. So if you're in your Week 10 learning module, you'll see that we have some readings and resources. This is your Brain on Ads is just an NPR story that you are going to compare and contrast with this video, or no, actually this scholarly article. And so they're talking about similar things, how advertisements affect brains, but they are two different genres of writing. I am going to scroll down, and in your research blog, you'll see that I'm going to ask you to check out The Twilight Zone of Consumers' Brains, and that's a scholarly article. And then you're going to compare and contrast it with this NPR article called This Is Your Brain on Ads. And you're going to talk about how the audience of the texts affects the word choice, tone, and evidence in each text. So how is the audience for a scholarly article different from the audience who would listen to a radio story? You're going to compare and contrast, maybe citations, or look at the way that they are attributing their sources. And then you're just going to pretty much analyze, look through this scholarly article and check out how it's put together and the format of it, so that you can understand what your teachers mean when they ask you to include peer-reviewed information in your papers. And then what I'd like you to do is check out the prompt for Essay 3 and start looking for a scholarly article to help you write your contextual analysis paper. So I want you to read over that prompt. It's a little bit longer than the second essay for class. In the contextual analysis, I'm going to ask that you check out an ad campaign and analyze it. So you're going to choose maybe 3 ads from one campaign and take into consideration the context, and you're going to include research that could tell you about the time period or societal forces or the current events that were affecting the message that the ad campaign wanted to send out to people. So that's the essay. And then if you look over here, I'm asking you in this research blog to find a scholarly article that you could use to help you write the contextual analysis of an advertising campaign. So how do you check out the databases? If you go here to CNM, you'll notice that you have lots of options. So to get to the library's databases, first go to cnm.edu, and then you'll go to Student Resources, and you'll go to Libraries, and then you have a couple of options for how you can search the library's databases. You can use OneSearch, which is right here. OneSearch searches multiple databases in the library, and you could search for an ad campaign there, or not necessarily an ad campaign, but information to help you write a paper about a specific ad campaign. You can also check out the individual databases, which is what I like to do personally, because I feel like the OneSearch has too many hits. You have a couple of options. The databases are broken up by subject, so we have general research here. This will give you a broad variety of databases that cover everything from scholarly to popular magazines. So you could click on Academic Search Complete. So I'm making this video from home, and it's cool that you guys are seeing this is how you can log in to the databases at CNM. And then here we are in a library database. So in this database, it gives you access to a bunch of different scholarly articles, and it gives you access to popular magazines that you would have to otherwise pay for. So you could start off with just punching in some keywords and see what you get. You could type in a specific product, and so some of the, let me think, ad campaigns that I have seen in the past. Let's try advertising campaign for Axe body spray, and let's see if we get anything in here. And you're just going to pick out keywords and see what you can find. So we have 6 results. That's probably too narrow. And you'll notice that none of these are scholarly articles. They're all periodicals. You can tell that right here. So we can go broader with our search. We could go to advanced search and mess around with our keywords. We could start maybe with, you'll want to maybe just kind of mess around and see what you can find. Okay, so there's going to be a lot about sports clothing. I was kind of anticipating that. So one thing that you can do that's pretty awesome in the databases is you can search specifically for scholarly articles. And you have 19. And so some of these are going to be on different sort of tangential topics other than, writing a contextual analysis. But you can just start messing around in databases and see what you find. What you also might want to do is maybe, if you can't find any articles on your specific topic, you could analyze strategies that they're using in advertisements. And it helps also if you can read the language. So it looks like the first few are in another language. And I'm pretty sure that you can also limit that as well. And here we have, this looks kind of interesting. This is how to implement online advertising campaigns. Other choices you have available to you as well. Under communication, there are specific databases. And so you can, this one, communication and mass media, that would be a good one too. Because it covers advertising, public relations, communications, literature. And you might get different journal articles if you're searching in different databases, because they have access to different things. A database is just a collection of magazines and journals that you would have to pay for access to. And maybe we could, depending on what your product is that you'd want to check out, play around with your keywords. Ooh, that wasn't very wide. And this broadened it out to 6. Here we go. Here's something looking at a specific sort of audience. So I think other things that could be potentially interesting to research would be campaigns that are a little bit older. If you want to find scholarly articles that are on those topics. But you can also do research on specific advertising strategies that marketers create. You also have available to you some really awesome stuff. Let me see, I want to go back. Nope, go back this way. And there's all different kinds of databases that you can check out for this particular topic. Another one that is good is JSTOR. This one's awesome. And then this is also a good one, Power Search Gale. It searches multiple Gale databases. This JSTOR has all scholarly articles. And so, I mean, you can search in here and you know that you're going to find good research. So the reason that I'm putting quotation marks around advertising campaigns is because when you put quotation marks around something that you're searching in a database, even Google, it's going to search for these two words only when they're together. And so I like to play around with my keywords and do that. Oh, looky there. So truth in advertising. Oh, see, maybe this one would be really, really awesome. So what you're going to do is you're just going to play around with your ideas for what you want to check out for essay 3, which is a contextual analysis. We're going to look at the context surrounding a specific ad campaign. And you're going to write a paper, and part of your evidence for what you believe is going to be evidence that reveals information about the time period, current events, context. So you can also do definitely like magazine and newspaper research for this, but I do want you to find one scholarly article, and you might as well start searching for that now rather than later. One other awesome thing, let me tell you, all these databases, say you like this one, cite this item, it gives you MLA format. Isn't that awesome? And EBSCOhost also does the same thing. So like here, if I liked this article, I would go to cite, and it also gives me MLA format, and you can just copy and paste that into your paper. So just a couple of cool things. I'm going to let you go because this video is running too long. Let me know if you have questions about searching the databases or anything else. Have a good week.